Good morning. Welcome to Saturday, October 7th, 2023, folks. We are back here at the Honor Hall. That's right, flying right into a dog. Folks, we are here. We are going to be doing some lumberjacking today. We're going to be making, don't look at me, what? We're going to be putting in a mega tree farm by Silent Whisper. We're going to be putting it in down below our fine subscriber Honor Hall. And once we do that, the production here is going to get phenomenal. I swear. We already got the roof on. What else can go wrong, right? Don't say that. Anywho, so I hope you guys had a good Friday. Just look out into the great beyond. The day is coming very soon, well, where we will be looking for our witch hut and for a Halloween theming. And you know what? Let's go check in on Gordo. I gotta put some stairs in here. I don't know if I have any stairs here on me. Yes, I do. I'm getting tired of doing the jumping thing. Check this out. See if there's anything here. That's going well. Should put some stairs here too. Can I do that? I think I can. Now we don't have to keep jumping and hopping. Exactly. There's our creeper farm. We might be using that once this tree farm's in place, because the trees with Silent Whisper's farms get pushed into a big wall, and then you just use TNT to blow it up, and it does it automatically. So that should be a thing. Here's our tavern. Once we get more villagers here, they'll be hanging out here for their 2 o'clock break. Midday swing. Here's Gordo. How you doing, Mr. Gordo? This is Gordo 2. He was born September 30th. Unfortunately, his older brother met his demise mysteriously, and we do not know the circumstances. We know that we left him over at the Honor Hall, came back to go get him, and he was gone. Maybe he decided cooking was not his thing. But here's our tavern. Eventually this is going to be finished up. And then we have an exit out that way, and we have one down this way here. This is where the music jukebox is located, and our area for feathers from the chicken farm, or chicken cooker I should say, and our fine delicious chicken. I might take some of this with me too, but we're not really finished up here, so I'm going to leave that be. We've got a little bit more construction to do here. This also comes out this way. This is our storage area for World Spawn. It's going to be some towers eventually. We have our own little lava farm here for smelting. This is the storage area itself, but it has to be worked out, so because there's stuff jammed in the pipeline here, so I need more chests. That's one of the reasons why I'm making a tree farm today. We got to make loads and loads of chests and hoppers, so we need wood for that. But the tree farm itself, if you're curious to see what it's going to be like, go onto YouTube, look at Silent Whisper's Universal Tree Farm, and you'll see what's involved with the build. There's quite a few hoppers, observers, glass, pistons. It's something that you'll make mid game after you start at your world, and you're going to need wood, because instead of having to go to a forest and climbing to the top and jumping down and all this stuff, it just creates a wall of wood that you just chop down and use. I was going to put it over there, I really was, but I figured the way things are turning out down here in Ironforge, that would be pretty cool to have. So let's also check in with Billy Shakes, our librarian, named after William Shakespeare. Gordo is named after Gordon Ramsay from Hell's Kitchen. And this whole area here is going to be a giant library, all the way, I don't know how deep, but it's going to be pretty big. Let's get down here real quick and check my audio. Alright, and we are on our way. I started the area that the tree farm is going to be located in, so today we're putting in the machinery. Hopefully it'll be done before the stream's over, because I think this next week we're going to start doing the witch farm for the Halloween theming. I think I came down this way. I gotta put steps in here. So this is right there is where we're going to start building it, straight up from here and up. After it's built, then I'll decorate it and all, but yeah, there's more cavern underneath of it, so I'll give you guys a quick little tour of the Ironforge itself. That's coming along pretty well. This area over here has to be dug out. It's the block over here, and this huge wall here and here. It's got to be opened up. This is going to be a super smelter. And when you come out here, this is the actual Ironforge itself out here. This will be the river of lava that goes down between the sides of Ironforge. Here's here's the first 2 blocks of the river of lava. And how I have it set up is there's cauldrons with dripstone underneath of it, and since it'll be nothing but a big floor of lava, it'll be caught with cauldrons, and they can use that for the super smelter. Unfortunately, there's no way to gather it automatically and put it into the smelter. You have to just, when you're low on buckets, you just grab and restock. That's the arch I did yesterday. I think that's going to continuously go through most of Ironforge like that. A lot of this place is going to be nothing but brick walls and stone brick walls and arches all the way through. But this all has to be tunneled out and done like this. This is like the template of how this whole forge is going to look like as it goes through. It's going to go out and it's going to turn that way, go out that way. There's a skeleton farm out there, a skeleton spawner. So I got to put that to use. But yep, and this will be the river of lava. Eventually this will be dug out like this, and the lava will be going that way. And the smelters will be on either side down below on the same level as the lava. Yep, and then over here is our stonemason shop. This is Perry Mason. It must be bedtime, he must be sleeping. Yep, good old Perry. This is the storage area. This is one of the reasons why we're making the tree farm. We need more chests and hoppers. So this whole room is going to be filled with hoppers and chests. So far we have copper, cobbled deep slate, granite, diorite, dirt, ooh, thank you, and cobblestone, exactly, and stone. But there's like diamond, redstone, iron, gold, coal, what was that other one? It's starts with an A. Shoot. I believe andesite. Thank you. Gravel. So we need and flint, possibly emeralds too. So we're going to need a few more chests to store all that stuff. Let's get some sleep before we get started here. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Thank you for stopping by. Please make sure if you're on the YouTube side and you're watching this in the future, hit the like button. Definitely leave comments. Share the stream with other people that are are into like Minecraft maybe, or video games. Over here, this will be the top area of the tree farm. So there will be steps down here. They go straight down into the tree farm. Also, I think I have like 82 subscribers on YouTube. If you guys are watching this in the future, please do me a big favor. It doesn't cost anything to get to be a follower on Twitch, on my Twitch channel. That way, I think if I get 75 followers on Twitch, I'll start becoming a partner with Twitch, which is awesome. And that way, I can do more streaming full time versus Ubering, which would be fantastic. But let's see if I can grab. I'm trying to remember where I put my stuff at. Alright. I guess I have to make some stairs. Well, scaffolding. I got 10 scaffolding. Well, I think this is the top. I'm already at the top. What am I talking about? Alright. Just gotta locate the... I had shulkers yesterday. I'm trying to remember where I put them. This might be it. And let me put this shovel in here because it was one of my repaired shovels. Let me see. I don't think any of this stuff in here was what I used. Let's just get started with this, so this way I know. And let's do this in stone. Yeah, let's do this in stone. Anything brighter than the deep slate that I was using. Let me go over here and grab a few more of those. This is kind of like a slime farm, so anytime there's a full moon, there's slime that will appear in this place. I don't remember what I did with those shulkers. I'll leave Perry there. He'll follow me out. That was a problem a little bit yesterday. Sorry, my friend. Hang out there for a little bit. You'll be fine. So from Silent Whisper's video, if you want to follow along, go on YouTube, look up the Universal Tree Farm by Silent Whisper, and you can see where I'm going to be going. So I think the thing is about 5 by 5 in the center. It looks like he starts with. So let's get that put down. I don't want to take this off because there's nothing underneath this floor. So I'm assuming this is about the center, right there. So 2 here. to here, to here, and to there. Put torch there so I know that's the center. He did it like 5 by 5. And then we'll get started. Okay, like that. I'm gonna be switching back and forth from the video to the Twitch, so if it starts to, if you start hearing static in the background, just mute it, and then I'll eventually catch it.
How they work, so I'm going to run you through the basics of how our tree farm works and show you
This is Silent Whisper.
layout of our pistons and all that good stuff as well. That way, hopefully, you can understand why and how we do things the way that we do. So, first of all, for a very basic 4-type tree farm that doesn't work for acacia, all you need to do is plant your saplings in the middle of a 5 by 5 area.
Oh, he's showing different examples of tree farms. Yeah, that's what.
Basically, for our layout.
Yeah, that's the one. The thing I just built, that this floor, this 5 by 5 thing. Yeah, that's what he was. That's what he's showing right now, and that's not what we're going to be doing.
It's basically all of the diamonds where they don't have saplings.
Oh, why am I hearing water? Oh boy. Oh, he must be underneath. I might have to light this up below here. Well, it's fine. I don't think they can get out whatever is created. Oh, there they are. Yeah, he ain't coming back up here. I'll put this block here. They won't be able to climb up. Just like that. Just have to stay over here. I have to stay over here. It's going to be an interesting day. I got it pretty well lit up. I can't see why there's anything else spawning. This is going to be an interesting day.
Or sticks or whatnot outside of the farm. And in general, whenever you're harvesting a bunch of leaves, like from a spruce tree or as well. So let's hop into the tutorial, shall we? For those of you who are interested, there's going to be a full materials list for this build.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11 by 11. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12.
In the description of the video for your convenience. Also, you will want to chunk align this build. If you don't know how to chunk align, there's a tutorial in the upper right for your convenience as well. The build area.
That's true too. I forgot about that chunk alignment stuff. Yeah. That's the problem. It's a huge tree farm, and if I forgot about that. If it's not chunk aligned, if it's not within the chunk itself, if you overlap 2 chunks, the farm won't work. Do I want to do this or not? Oh. Okay, how chunk alignment? God. All right, how chunk alignment works? One of 2 ways. If you're playing on PC in Bedrock, you can download an app. It'll help you find all the chunks. They'll be outlined with a white line, so you know where all the chunks are located. A chunk, if you don't know, is basically 16 by 16 grid area that the whole world of Minecraft is made up of. It's nothing but cubes of 16 by 16 blocks. That's the whole world of Minecraft, and they're combined horizontally and vertically. They're all interconnected. So when you hear people say I activated a chunk, that means you are inside, wherever you're walking at, you're inside some chunk, some cube, some box like that. And when you leave that area, it basically is like paused. If you build a farm like I'm about to build, and it crosses over 2 of those like chunks, it won't work right. The redstone won't work. The redstone's a circuit. It has to go like a circle, like a loop. And if it crosses over 2 of those so-called chunks, it's disconnected. It won't complete a circuit. The circuit would be broken. You have a broken circuit. So what I'm going to have to do is, because I could go on Chunkbase. Chunkbase is a website that if you put in the coordinates like I have here, it says position 151 minus 22 minus 109, and if you enter your seed, which is, if you go to your, that's not it, you go to your settings. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Let me pull up. Let me see how my volume is. Testing. Let me see how. Okay, so good. You can see it. So let me go back again. Darn it. Right here, it's under where the name of the world is, and then difficulty. Right under member, you'll have world type infinite, and then seed. That's the number you'll enter. There's another zombie underneath the floor here. He's gonna probably be washed out. So you enter that seed in on Chunkbase, and it'll show you all the grid. It'll show you the grid of all the chunks. So you just got to make sure your coordinates, what I have here, position 153 minus 23 minus 113, is within that grid, not on the actual border, but inside of the grid. And when you build this thing, which will probably be 11 by 11, it has to be, and a grid is 16. A chunk is about 16 by 16 by 16. So as long as this 11 block grid is within the 16, it'll work. The circuits will work. So I'm just debating whether I'm going to go through all this, because if I don't do this right and we make this huge thing, which is going to probably take us 2 days to build, I'm going to have to redo it. But I really want this thing. And if it doesn't work, I'll make a smaller one, but I really want to do this. So what I'm going to do is, just give me a second, I'm going to go and look up Chunkbase and see. I'm doing this on my laptop. Chunkbase. We might luck out. We might actually be inside of a chunk. I haven't used this in a long time. Watch a creeper pop up on me as I'm got my back turned. Okay. Let's go with biomes, I guess. It'll ask you, Chunk Finders, ask you what specific biome you're looking for, or things like a witch hut that I'll eventually be doing. And it'll show you a whole map of your entire world and show you where these things are located. And then you got to put under biome. So what I did was I opened chunkbase.com selected the tab for apps, and then I went to Biome Finder, and under Biome Finder it'll say seed, enter the seed of your world, the version of your game, which is I'm using Bedrock 1.20, and dimension either overworld, nether, or the end, and we're doing the overworld. And I got to enter my seed in. Let me see here. 77698. Let's see. Minus 77698. Oop. Minus 77698. 1, 2, 3, 12, 30. Nine, 80, 86. One, 188, 40. Okay, that should do it. And I gotta put in, now you can't, oh yeah, you can. So you put in your X and Z coordinates, and that'll tell you so X, I believe X is 152 and Z is minus 109. Yeah, we are definitely inside of a chunk, so we are okay. Uh-oh, maybe not. I didn't have it all the way zoomed in. We are right on the edge. So minus 112. So 112 to, holy God, 90, I think it is. 98. 96. 96 to 113. Looks like it's 96 to 113. So here is 113. So this is actually the chunk border. And 96. It's out here. Wow. Yeah, what you really want to do is outline the chunk. Wow. Yeah, I totally forgot about the chunk thing when I was doing this yesterday. So here's 96. So from 96 to here, 113 is the chunk. So from there to there is the chunk, and then I believe it's 16 over. So let's figure out this, I believe, see, this is, I think This is 142 or 141 to 158. So 144, I think it is 144 to 180. Oh no, 144 to 160. 144 to 160. Whoa! Still not thinking. It's early in the morning. I think we're gonna have friends waiting for us in this water. So, ooh, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, here's 144. $144. $160. So here is 113. This is 96, so 160. Here's 160. So from here, this is going to be scary. Didn't I just dig through this thing? And I don't mean this. Oh, we gotta go to 113, right? That's why. There it is. What I'm doing is digging out the chunk itself, the border of the chunk. And we are on 144, and then we got to go up to 96. Yep. Oh boy. This is like that guy, what the guy says in Andor. Pockets, fermenting pockets. They're fermenting. I will put you out of your misery, sir. Exactly. This is 96. We gotta go over that way. To 1. 160. Okay, so here's our chunk, ladies and gentlemen. All the way through here. Actually, all the way to here. To here. So all this has got to be dug out. Deal. I gotta cover all this up. So this 11 by 11 has to be within this border somehow. Gotta figure out another way of getting down here. Well, I guess the first we gotta establish the platform first. Then I can make a way back up there. Let's get some scaffolding before I do this, because this is going to be a little bit... Well, I have the water, but I might have to get rid of that water. Let's go get some scaffolding. Check my audio real quick. Alright, so far so good. Scaffolding. That's gonna be up by the creeper farm. I should put this stuff in here for now. I should just use this thing. Because I had a whole thing of redstone. I don't... Trying to remember what I did yesterday. I had a whole thing of redstone. I think it's up here. I think it's right here. Yep. Here it is, thank God. Alright. I think it'll be fine there. Alright, we gotta get our scaffolding. So we must go to the surface. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That caught me off guard. Yeah, so I'm thinking definitely... Oh, by the way, so I was looking at the updates for the Minecraft Live, and apparently they talked about the last and final mob for the vote is Penguin. So if you guys want to go check out the Minecraft Live on October 15th, the vote will be for 3 mobs. One is the crab, the other one is the armadillo, and the other one is the penguin. The crab will allow you to put a block further away from you, extend your reach. A penguin, if you're in a boat, will give you faster speed, and if you have an armadillo, we have an armadillo. Wait a minute, is that? He's in here. Oh, he died of fall damage. Darn it. Yeah, I might have to put a cobweb in there. Armadillo will give you armor for your dog or your wolf, pet wolf. And yeah, so they start the voting on October 13th, which is next Friday, and the actual live event is October 15th. So make sure you, if you want one of those mobs, get in there and put your vote in for sure. What else? I think that's pretty much it. The Halloween thing, maybe I guess they're not going to do that until like maybe the week of Halloween is when they're actually going to start doing the theming, I suppose. So we might need more string. So what I'm going to do, yeah, taking it all. I think I have more string down below. Snow. I was at our local Walmart. We already have Christmas decorations up. And it kind of makes sense because we're midway through October. So we did the same thing for Halloween. We were like mid-August. We already had the Halloween stuff already out. Alright, let's head down. See if I can get some more scaffolding. Ooh, I can. There you go. Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty. I'll put these 5 here. So this is our bamboo farm. When they grow, they get hit the observers, the pistons knock them, and they fall into the water in the back here. As you can see, it's not 100% perfect, but kind of does the job. And this is our sugarcane farm for paper and sugar and all that good stuff. And this is our fish farm. This is our creeper farm. That big one up there is for the creepers. This one here is just for regular mobs. I hope to get a skeleton out of that one. So the creeper will come into this chute, and the other mobs come down in that chute. Unfortunately, the skeletons are dying of fall damage, so I'm going to have to put a cobweb in there to eliminate that problem. And so that way, when I do get a skeleton, I open this up. That. Oh, there's a creeper right there. Yeah, you don't want to make eye contact. So where the skeleton comes from, any mob can be produced. But this right here is only set up to have creepers come down. Wow, I didn't get any gunpowder? Wow. That's kind of disheartening. I should have hit him with a looting 3 sword. But yeah, so if a skeleton was there, I open that up, open this up, stand over here, and the skeleton's going to try to shoot me and hit the creeper. And when he kills the creeper, I get gunpowder and a music disc. If I don't want to deal with that, anything that falls down here, I just eliminate it and I get the gunpowder. So, yeah. Alright, let's head back down. And this stuff, again, this is within a chunk that I was showing you down below. So this whole thing only works if I'm near the chunk, in proximity of that chunk, and then it'll work. The other reason for the tree farm is you can see all of this was nothing but trees. It was a forest. This is the hardest out here. But I have all the saplings I can replant if I want to. Let's go back down. Again, I'm thinking maybe a doorway. So when you enter through here, I'm going to do away with these glowstone lights and have hanging lanterns coming down. Make it more appropriate. Same thing for these things. Put a stairwell or fence around here so that way you just don't fall haphazardly down. But I have the glass dome on there like this. Put arches on both sides of those. I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. This has to be an arch. So I have an arch for here, which will be glass all the way down. I'm going to get rid of that, I guess, and then have this go all the way up. So I might do away with some, I don't know. But it has to be an arch from the outside. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I want. So, and I have to do the same thing on the other side. And these little towers are just a way to go up and down. This should be a library down here eventually, so this whole thing in here will be a library. Probably coming all the way down to here. This is the ground floor. So where that set of glass blocks are at, right here, that's where Billy's at. So I'm thinking maybe a few blocks above him, all the way down, and maybe keep going down a few. This would be nothing but a big library. Have chiseled bookshelves with all different enchanted books, and maybe even a enchanting table. So this stream is not going to be going for too long today because I got to get back to Ubering, so got to keep on time on the time. Oh geez, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Yeah, I try to keep on top of it, man, but I got a headset that plugs into my Xbox controller. Every once in a while, I don't know why, it decides to have static, so if you ever come across that, I have subtitles. You can just mute my stream, or just jump ahead. If you're watching the recording, jump ahead, and I usually check and finally find it. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. If you guys can become a follower on all my subscribers on YouTube, if you guys can become a follower on my Twitch stream, I'll be a partner with Twitch. That way I can get compensated for streaming, and I can get better equipment. But until then, I just have to do what I do by listening for it. So, man, did I get lost or something? Huh. Yeah, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far because I have it with torches, but it tends to go in a circle. I I know it came out with this thing, so let's go back. Alright. Alright. I think let's go down this way. I gotta map this out much better than I have it. So as you can see, right, I think it's right there is the chunk. Right where that torch is at, go out this way and over, and through here is that's where the farm's got to sit, within that region. Start digging this out. I should do it from the top down. Let me just make sure I got the right area. And let me put my chest down here. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. I should go get some empty shulkers. That way, when I fill up, I can dump it up there in the stone storage area. Empty shulker is going to be up on the surface. I should start gathering wool, because we're going to need to show the surface of the chunk. As you can tell, I don't have this planned out before I started this. So I'm doing this on the fly. So as it pops up, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to do that. Ooh, we gotta get some sleep real quick. What we should do is go grab some wool since we're over here. I should make a wool farm. That'd be another project to show you guys how to do a wool farm. That's not that hard. It's kind of like a bee farm. You have these sheep in front of a dispenser that holds shears. So every time a sheep eats a blade of grass or a block of grass, it sets off the observer, which then sets off the excuse me. The cents off the dispenser to cut or shear the sheep for the wool. Same thing for a bee farm. You can set a dispenser up, and when the observer realizes there's honey, it'll set the shears out to cut the honey to make honeycomb. I was riding a llama. These are sniffers, if you guys didn't know. These are a new mob from Minecraft. They sniff out seeds, and then you can plant them for the new flower since last update. I'll show you. Oh, that's right. I actually planted some of the flowers here so you can see what they look like, but I forgot I took them down. You have they find pitcher pod plants and torch flower plants, or the seeds, and then you just plant them. Alright, I think, let me see, I got 14, it's going to be 16 by 16, just have to, let me see if I can keep doing this until the thing, until my shears break. Let's see. It's a sheer rodeo. Let's go take a ride over to, let me see if I got leads. Yep, let's take a ride over to the storage facility and grab some, well, let's break out the monotony for a little bit. Let's take a look, let's take a ride back here for real quick. Just to break up the monotony. If I can build that bridge, I can ride right across to the other village over there. And there's a village out that way too. It's out, I'll show you. So you follow the coast here, go out that way. There's another village out that way. I would have to make a road, a pathway out there. But there's our honor hall. Back here is, I gotta see if I can get back out here. This guy's not the biggest of jumpers. Alright, well, he's pretty good. What do I know, dude? What do I know? Oops. Make sure you don't fall down a hole. So over here is another entrance to the Iron Forge location. I'm thinking this big cavern here, I can dig down so I can fly from in here right into Iron Forge. And over there, where the horse's head's at, right there, that little spot down there, that's the zombie spawner. So that's how I get my villagers, is right from over there. I'm thinking to construct an area around here too, to have a trading hall surrounding the zombie spawner. So every time I cure a villager, we'll get the benefits, and all the villager traders are right there. Alright, now I just gotta get back. See if we can get some more wool. Says the day I brought these from the end. That's the only fruit or flower that has grown from this thing. I gotta do some research on how to grow the pulper trees. You get like purple blocks from those things, which is pretty cool. Check the audio. Sounds good. Oop, too far. This is our storage area. Shulker unloader. These are where the empty shulkers go. I should take two. We're going to be digging quite a bit. I'll get my horse. These guys are going to need a pen, stable, proper one. The herdsman's house. I'm thinking of moving this like from here. Well, actually, I can't really move it from here because I got the collection system here. I'll probably move the farm back there and build the herdsman's house like right here somehow. Thank you, my friends. I gotta get them some tags to some names. Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys follow art channels, but for the month of October, there's a thing called Inktober. So if you're into inking, like for comic book inking and all that, that's going on right now. Also, Drawtober. And there's another channel I was watching yesterday. They have their own version of it too. So if you're an artist, you can follow along, and they give prompts for every day of the month of October, and you draw something based on that prompt for that day. And I think they usually hashtag it Inktober. So if you look up the hashtag of Inktober or Drawtober, you'll find that you find all the different results on Twitter and Instagram. I think I have to go down this way. Here we go. I think this is how I got in trouble before. Let's go down here. I got to set up a better passageway system. And it's got to be 16 high. So this, we are on minus 23 plus 16. 939. Just double check that. 16 plus 23. 39. Or actually, I'm going to be going up, so it should be minus 16. Minus 16. 7. No, that's not true. I think it's going to be 39. We'll see. Check this audio again. All right. It's either going to be 7 or 39. I think it's going to be 7. Yeah, because I think the floor of the lava thing is 0. 16. Let me do this again. 16 minus 23 minus 7. Minus 7. Alright, just like a couple more blocks and I'm down. Let me see. 9, 8, 7. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, whoa, it's 96, 160, 96. Whoa, that was close. $160. Alright, give me a second, guys. I gotta plug my laptop back in. And check the audio. Testing. Testing. All right. You see, so 160 right here. This is 160. 160. 96. Yep, gotta go down that way. You don't have to make this as, this giant tree farm like I'm doing. I'm doing it because in the future, if I need a lot of wood or something, it'll always be here. This thing will break leaves. That's why I like it. It breaks leaves, and you can do it for any tree, any form of tree. So 160, 96, 77. That should be it right there. And now we got to figure out where we got to go out to. I don't remember. Let me see. So that's how big the chunk is. When you hear people talk about a chunk, it's from this height all the way down to where that platform is down there. This is the size of the cube. Is what they call a chunk. And the whole Minecraft world is nothing but all these type of chunks connected together in a grid form. So when you enter one and leave one, the one you leave is paused, and then the one you enter is activated. And it's always the game. That's how the game works. It's always done that way. So if you make any type of farm that uses a lot of redstone circuitry, you don't want the circuitry to cross over two chunks. It has to be all within one chunk. If you don't, then the thing it'll break, or your farm will break. All right, we gotta go over here. Gotta find out where this goes out to. I didn't memorize it, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess I have to go down. That was, let me see again. This was 160, 96. Yeah. We gotta go all the way over here. This is 144.96. 144. that's not it. It's right here. 169, 144.96. So I'm going to get out the, start using the wool. 144.96. Interesting. Here we go. And then everything, I mean, you don't have to do this. I'm doing this so I know as I build that I'm still within the walls of this chunk. So I'm going to clear out all the blocks from this level down to that bottom platform, so I know I'm building with inside of this chunk. So I got to figure out, I think it's 113. $160 to 144, and then it's 113. Gotcha. It's kind of like Frankenstein's castle, right? Halloween theming. Halloween theming. So here is 160. So we just got to take this down that way to 113. There we go. This is 113. Again, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm doing this for my own sanity, so I know that I'm within this chunk. Trust me, this tree farm is almost this big. That's why I was like debating whether to do this or not. What the heck? We are going to, what is it? 144. Why is it so still bright? That's awesome. Okay. There we go. And then we just got to keep going out this way, all the way out to 196. Actually, no, I got that wrong. 96. There we go. Then we just got to knock everything else from this perimeter out and then down. Not everything. I need this platform, the stairwell to get up and down, but as we build, if it's in the way, we'll have to eliminate this platform. But this is it. This is the height of it right here that we're standing on. That's the roof. Let me get these shulkers out. I should go down. Well, let's get the shulkers out. Yeah, take the wool and we'll go down and outline the bottom the floor level. I don't think I'm gonna have enough wool to do this, but at least I'll know, have an idea. Alright, we can still start knocking out these walls. Well, actually, we should do this from the top down so we don't fall. I should say not fall that far. Alright. So if you're just joining the stream, welcome. And I'm excavating enough room for this actual chunk that the tree farm that Silent Whisperer built will sit within side of this chunk. I need to see where the chunk borders are at, so that way my tree farm doesn't cross two chunk borders. And again, like I was saying earlier in the stream, you don't have to do this. If you're not going to build a tree farm this big, you don't have to worry about chunk or anything like that. If it doesn't use a lot of redstone circuitry, like the one I have back at Aquatica, that's a reasonable sized tree farm, and it works just as good. But this thing, it'll crank out I think like 5 to 7 foot tall, or 7 block tall walls of wood, and they'll be like 12 long by 7 high walls of wood. You spit them out in front of a TNT dispenser, and then the TNT will blow it up and capture all the drops after they explode, theoretically. The same guy who made this farm, Silent Whisperer, he also did a, I guess you could call it like a gassed rocket system. So basically, he caught like 3 gas inside for the tree farm. He caught 3 gas, and then he has like 3 snow golems, and the gas will start shooting at the snow golems, and then he uses like slime blocks to deflect the blasts towards the wall of wood. So it's like you don't even have to get TNT. The gas will basically blow up the wall for you, or cut the wood for you, which is pretty interesting. So if you're curious about that, it's called on Silent Whisper's channel. It's a video called the Ghast Blaster 3000. So if you're curious about how that works, check that video out. It's really cool. And I think you can still work it in this version of Minecraft. So this is a chunk. This border right there is a chunk, and it goes all the way down to that platform right there. So this is what a Minecraft chunk looks like. It's a cube, 16 high, 16 wide, and 16 long. And the whole world's made up of nothing but these cubes called chunks that are interconnected like a grid. And then you constantly you're entering and exiting a chunk continuously as you play Minecraft when you're traveling through the world. So the game constantly updates your position as you play. So everything's relative, pretty much. That's what. Long story short, everything in the game's relative to your position. Should put a torch over here. This is too dark. There you go. Just want to make sure I get all this stone. Some of that stuff fell in the water. That little stream of water goes down pretty far. I don't want to go looking for that stuff. And there's another tunnel it drops into down there. I'd rather not. Now, if I lost a choke, are you darn right I'd be swimming down there. But yeah, I got tons of cobblestone that I can use. All right, let's pick this up. Start digging down. Make sure you crouch when you're doing this, because just like that, you don't know when the floor is going to drop out. I think this is 144. Yep. So that's going to be the wall of the chunk. Oops. Check the time real quick. All right. Oh, guess what? Hold on. Sorry about the static. Like I said, I gotta keep on top of it, so it should be okay now. Waiting for the audio to come back. Static. Like I said, I gotta keep on top of it, so it should be okay now. Waiting for the audio to come back. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it kind of drives me nuts. Well, be honest with you, I don't hear the static. It's coming across on the Twitch stream, so to me it sounds perfectly quiet. That's why I got to do that. You hear me say I got to check the audio? That's why I say that. I'm using a headset on my controller. And again, if you guys are a YouTube subscriber to my channel, please, it's free to be a follower on Twitch. If I can get 75 followers on Twitch, I can become a partner, and then they'll compensate me for streaming, and then I'll buy a PC and better equipment, so you don't have to keep hearing me say, I gotta check my audio, I gotta check my audio. Yeah, I can't afford all that stuff yet. A good PC setup. Excuse me. It's gonna happen though. One day it's gonna happen, but not right now. Yeah, the other thing too is I gotta get back to doing my art streaming. So I'll be starting that soon. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to be starting that up. I gotta get my setup again. It's been a while since I've done it. So more than likely I'll stream Minecraft from like 10 to 12, and then from 1 till 2, I guess, I'll do the art stream. I just have to, my next day off, I have to make sure all my stuff's set up for the art streaming. I use a combination of, because I can't stream off my laptop, that's what I have. As far as drawing software, I have to use my iPad, because if I use drawing software as I stream, the OBS will shut down, it will lag out. So it'll stream, like it'll record my face, record me talking, but I can't use any software other than OBS when I'm streaming. So I use the iPad in concert with the OBS. It shouldn't be too hard. I did it a while ago. It's just I'm not ready right today to do it, but the more I think about it, the more I can get prepared for the next stream. So alright, that's the wall. Gotta cut out that, maybe cut out this. Sorry for the stream not being the most eventful or exciting of streams, but it's leading to a thing. My stream, these videos I've been putting up, it's all called Let's Play, so they're not really technically tutorials, which are like anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. These are long playing, like you're watching as I'm playing the game, pretty much. That's all this really is, that my stream is. But I'm trying to, if I can, like today, as I'm doing this, show you how to make these certain farms. And most of my videos on YouTube, I have about 154 videos I think on YouTube, and I started this world on June 7th of this past June 2023, and from that, every day since June 7th I've streamed. So if you're ever curious of how any of these things are built or made or whatever, just review my past videos. Everything up until now is up on YouTube of how I built this stuff. The static included, so if you come across static in those videos, just fast forward or just hit mute. If you just hit mute, I have subtitles, so you'll still see what I'm saying, or captions I should say. I have captions. That's why I put the captions in there. Also, there's people that are not from United States or speak English, so hopefully those captions can be translated into their language. Let me check the audio again. Sounds good. It was kind of fooling me before, because I wouldn't turn the volume all the way up. I'm watching the stream on my phone, and I wouldn't turn the volume all the way up, so I couldn't hear this. There's a little bit of popping on the lower end of the volume, so I have to turn this all the way up to hear the. Just if I don't hear any popping, that's a good way of making sure I can hear it. What I'm trying to do, this is, again, if you're just watching this now, I'm digging out this chunk of 16 by 16 by 16 blocks in order to put it inside my tree farm. tree farm has to be within inside of the walls of this chunk. Where you see the brown, the wool, all the way around here, and all the way down to there. This is where the wood farm has to be sitting within. Is this block or this big cube? And if you're wondering why I'm making a tree farm, it's I'm going to need chests, a whole lot of chests, and hoppers, which needs a lot of wood. That's why I'm making this. And in the future, if I ever need wood again in the future, this will all be put into storage. So that way, if I ever need more wood, if I have surplus, it'll go into my storage area. I'm curious if any of this stuff is flowing down into my, there's like a reservoir down here. Let me go check. Nope. If it did, it's despawned. Alright. All good. So if you're ever spelunking in Minecraft, bring a couple buckets of water with you. That way you'll have the elevator up and down, just instead of trying to dig your way out. I'm gonna check down here too. Oh, we're all good. So you can tell that there's a lot of areas that I that I can build with. Ironforge is not necessarily just that little tunnel area up top. I think I'm actually out of coal. I don't even think I have any glowstone. It's not really a big of deals, but I think we should be able to get by. Let me I don't like it too dark down there. Let me check to see if I have any glowstone. I gotta fix this card, or this thing's I don't want to use my colorful terminology, but I don't know why I did that. And this, jeez, that makes absolutely no sense. I think I have glowstone in here. No, I don't. Alright, let's check that. I think I have a shulker at the very bottom of this thing. Let's not go that way. Here's my coal. And the glowstone. Don't have a whole lot of sticks for torches, but it'll do. If we build this tree farm, we'll have sticks. I think I was knocking that down. Let's see about this, I guess. Sorry about that, guys. I was just grabbing a sip of coffee. What I'm going to do, because I don't want the stream to go too long today, I'm going to eliminate this block here, and then I think we're going to call it a stream. And I'll set you guys up with a raid so you can check out either another Minecraft room, some other Twitch room that's pretty decent, like a Minecraft or World of Warcraft or art room, something that this way you guys don't have to necessarily leave Twitch. But yeah, my Minecraft day would be over as soon as we get finished this section here. Tomorrow we'll start putting in the machinery that runs this wood farm. Okay. And so this is pretty much what a chunk is. This hollowed out cube-like area, 16 wide by 16 long by 16 high. This is your chunk, a Minecraft chunk. Minecraft heard me say chunk. So when you build a farm as big as I'm going to build, and it has a lot of redstone, you don't want the redstone to cross over into another chunk. It has to stay within the same chunk, and then you'll be okay. The farm should work as long as you're inside. As long as you're inside the area of the farm, you should be okay. Or I should say the area of the chunk. As long as you're within the chunk boundaries, it'll work. And like I said, after I get the machinery part of the wood farm built, then I can decorate it. I can put an exterior on it, connect it to the rest of our Iron Forge area and stuff like that. But for now, we just got to hollow it out, dig it out. I could have used TNT, but you still have to clean the sides, make it all smooth and all that. So, and I actually need these blocks, man. There's gonna be more I have to build with Iron Forge. I'm gonna need blocks for. I don't know if you guys know about it or if you play it. Modern Warfare. It's called Call of Duty Next. It was on YouTube about 2 days ago. It was a couple of hours long. They're introducing Modern Warfare 3. It'll be out this November. And I think the beta is out. For people who have purchased it now, it's already out. And for those who are like everyone else like me, if you want to play the beta, it should be out next weekend. So you can go check that out. There's a thing for you there. And as we proceed into the next week, more Halloween stuff is going to start popping up. So I know World of Warcraft, October 18th is when their holiday event starts, is October 18th. Minecraft, I thought it was earlier, but I think it's the last week of October is their Halloween event. But their Minecraft Live is next week, so if you guys are into the different events that they show here on Minecraft, it'll be on YouTube next week and Twitch, I think. October 13th to October 15th, next weekend. And I'm assuming the Halloween theme is going to start after that, so. actually. It'll be fine. Let me see. Did I do that on the other side? Yeah. Let me go get the wool. Let me see. Put this stuff in there. Let's grab that. Wow. Oh, okay. I got this. Let me see. I used all the wool. The brown wool I'm talking about. Alright. Just so I know that this is the chunk boundary. And there you go, folks. Here is your Minecraft chunk. Right here within this square is your chunk. Where that brown wool is up there is your height, and this is the floor. So our farm has to be within this. It's 11 by 11 is the actual width of the farm. So it has to be within inside of that boundary. So tomorrow we'll come in here and start putting in the machinery and start cranking out some wood, man. Now I gotta get back. I gotta get back up here. So let's put down some scaffolding. And I'll give you guys, I bid you guys a fond farewell, and I will also make sure we do a raid so you guys will keep your day going. I guess I go out this way. Check the audio one more time. Alright. And we'll get up top. But I guess it's nighttime. It's Billy Shakes. Billy. That's another cool movie for Halloween is Hocus Pocus. You got Hocus Pocus 1 and 2 available on Disney. If you guys into those Halloween shows. Alright, so let's get set up here. I had a comment last night. Let me put on here, see if I can pull that up. Go over here real quick. I don't think it's a new member. I just think it's because if it is, their names are not listed, but I do have their comment. Let me see. So I think it was for yesterday's video. Oh, let me pull it up. It's by at L Multiverse OD Hosima or Josima .shorts. Oh wait a minute. Do I have a okay? Where's that coming from? There's a witch. I gotta take a picture of this. There's a witch and a skeleton on the glowstone, which shouldn't happen because the lighting prevents spawns. Prevents spawns. And they are literally standing on a light source. Maybe not no more. Okay, she fell from there, so she should be down here. Oh, she must have just died of... I'm hearing her. I am hearing her somewhere. Where did she fall? Stream's not over yet, folks. I gotta... Yeah, huh? Where's our fine feathered witch at? Whoa. Uh-huh. Nice try, lady. Where's she at? She's down on the side there. Get my helmet on. That was a nice finish for our day, eh? Oh, now we got the ground waiting for us. Where did she go? I got my totem, so I'm okay. If she decides to throw some stuff on me. There she is. Whew. Deadly. Go back and do our fond farewell. Holy moly. I was getting sniped in my own honor hall. What the heck, man? What the heck? Oh, that's right. I can't just fly into the roof anymore. Shoot. We're civilized now. We have roofs. Except for that witch and the skeleton on the glowstone. It's practically like them sitting on the torch, spawning on a torch. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Alright, so I will... Oh, so the comment by Mr. or Mrs. at EL Multiverse Ode de Josima.short says, incredible. That's what that fine viewer had said is it's incredible, and it gave me a thumbs up. So, sir, here's my response. Thank you. And I stream every day at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there. Please share my vids with your friends, and please become a Twitch followers too, if you guys can. I have 82 subscribers on YouTube. Please, folks, I only have 23 on Twitch. If you can get over on Twitch and become a oh no, he knocked down one of my statues when I shot the arrow. How nice is that? Oh no, whose statue did I hit? Cookie. I'm gonna fix it, dude. I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. Let's fix this. Yeah, if you shoot an armor stand, yeah, you're gonna definitely break it. So, in fact, that was a method of sorting non-stackables, was using an armor stand. In the sorting storage area thing that they had. If you look at some earlier, it was on Java though. If you look at some earlier videos, and on YouTube, you'll find how to sort non-stackables. Before there were allays, they used on Java Edition. They used armor stands. Sorry, Koki. That's our so all these statue or armor stands. These are all our subscribers to this channel. Red Riders. I call them the Red Rider group. So if you want to be part of this fine group and keep it going all the way around and down, this whole building is to you guys. In honor of you guys watching my streams every day. So I really appreciate it. Let's turn this around. Make sure I got my helmet. Okay. So let's go ahead and find you guys a nice, hopefully Forzen's Minecraft room. Forzen is a really good Minecrafter. Seems like he's a speed player. I talk like a speed player. But he always has some really good streams. Oh, okay, he's not really playing. I guess he's just chatting, I suppose. I don't know what's going on. Alright, let's see if we can find some action for you guys. Might have to find an art room, because a lot of the Minecraft rooms... Okay, here's one. Let's try. I haven't tried this before. It's called Linka. Let's try them. Nope. Yeah, because I don't have enough people in my room when I'm streaming. So when you try to do a raid, they have it set up, or I guess you can't do it unless you have a certain size room. Oh, shoot. Minecraft. I typed raid, that's not cool. Let's see if I can find a good one. Alright, I have no idea what that is. I've typed Minecraft and I think they're doing art. Minecraft. Look like art. Give this a shot. Let's see. Wow, I have no idea. It's a weird, I guess it's Saturday, so. Maybe a lot of people aren't up doing their stuff yet. Or it's late. Okay, let's try this one out. Nope, can't get in there. Okay, we're going into, I believe it's a Korean room, and it'll be there in about 5 seconds. Looks like they're getting ready to play, or they are playing. They're just paused for right now. But have a great time, guys, and I will see you tomorrow, first bright and early, 10 a.m. Thank you so much. Have a great day.